Hi everyone, it's Daniela and welcome back to my channel. This week Susan Tucker and I have a fun week planned of I don't know, projects and tutorials all this week, Monday through Friday. If you come back every day, maybe you'll learn something new or see something you haven't seen before. Um, I'm giving it the title of hashtag Halloween Fun because it's Halloween stuff and it's fun. So today I'm going to start with making one of these, showing you how to make one of these beautiful Halloween wands. Now, I'd normally add a bunch of ribbon streamers and all of that too, but as you can see, it's very thick, very dimensional, and I didn't want to also overwhelm you. So I'm going to zoom in because I'm already really zoomed in, but just so you can see. As you can see, I have some really pretty glitter tulle in between two rosettes that I then have. This one's a tag, obviously, and this is a rosette on top of that rosette. This is it's like metal from a pack of Jolie's Charms, and I have some little rhinestones and an orange bow with another rhinestone, and then I have paper bows with rhinestones, and I have a cool straw holding it together. On the opposite side, this is the bigger, this wand has a smaller and a bigger rosette and some rhinestones here and here, and this was actually in the center of this bow, and I just glued it up here for fun. Rhinestone and a regular bow, and then this bow, this, and it says you cast a spell on me. So that is my, oh, I also added some pearl strand around on this side. I feel like white isn't doing a great job. I have this gray piece of paper here. There you go. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, it is so nice. So, let me show you the other side again. And the white that you see in the background, this is actually a spider web, is the paper. One side's black with white web. This is white with black web, even though you can't see it that much. I also want to show you, though, that on this one, let me flip it, I use this punch. I love this punch. I use it a lot. It's like a lace edge look. You see all the little dots from this punch. And on my other one that we're going to make together, I started getting part of it done in advance. Let me move this guy. So I made the front and back rosettes because it would take a long time to do the tutorial. So these use, if you can see, it's hard to see, but you see I put some rhinestones and a bow and a rhinestone and this boo to you on the top. And this one is the opposite side of this with a rosette on top. It says boo with a bow and rhinestones and rhinestones. This edge, you can probably see it much better here. The edge on this one, I'm hoping, the black, you could see it better. If you look at where I have the rhinestone, you could see the legs on both sides and the body in the middle. I used this Martha Stewart punch, which makes the spider border. So that's what I did to get these things started. They're going to go together and they're going to have glitter tulle in the middle. So let me move this gray paper. Maybe we'll pull it back out if we need it. And I'm going to put this guy out of the way too. Oh, before I show you how to make the wand, Susan and I are going to make projects, completed projects every day, and at the end of the week, we're going to give away the entire week's worth of goodies that we made. So hopefully you will like that. All you have to do to win is leave a comment every day and like the video, and then you'll all be in the running to win these awesome things that we're making. So if you wanted to make your own rosette wand, you would start with a piece of 12 by 12 paper cut to, if you're going to punch an edge on it like these, 2 inches. If you're not, 1.5 inches. And I am just trying to, yeah, there they are. If you can see the lines, then you score every 1/4 of an inch all the way down. Then you accordion fold them back and forth on each line. I'm not going to accordion fold the whole thing. I'm just showing you. You accordion fold them, and then you glue the ends together so that you have an accordion folded circle. And then you squish it all into the center. Squish, squish, squish. And have something close at hand, like this little black star. Get it all squished together. I hope you can see that. Squished best as you can. And then add some glue right in the center. It will hold it together. Trying to keep it all together. And I just stick a whole bunch of glue right in the middle. Now I can move my fingers out of the way so maybe you can see a little better. Gosh, I don't know if you can see better or not. This is really as close as my camera gets. Like I got glue on my finger. Ow. Anyway, I just hold it here for a little bit. Try to get it to stay. And then I just slip on whatever I've cut out or die cut or punched to kind of hold it all together. I probably should have done it the other way because I punched out a black star. Trying to make you closer. You know, someone's gonna get mad at me. So now you have a glitter star in the middle, and you have a little rosette. Then you decorate them any way you like. Multiple layers of rosettes. Just one rosette and I'll call it a tag and a sentiment of some kind. Bows, diamonds, whatever you'd like. So now what I do is I'm going to take the flatter one and I'm going to put some 1/2 inch score tape all the way around in a not very neatly. And why I'm doing this is because we'll be adding tulle, and I like to try to get the tulle to stick a little bit so that I can keep it somewhat steady as I glue the other half of the rosette on, and then we squirt a whole bunch of hot glue in between the two of them, and add our straw. These are my glue scissors. I have scissors for ribbon, scissors for sticky stuff, and my good scissors. So now I just kind of squish that down a little bit. Take my craft knife, which is one of my favorite tools. Now it's going to make me and we're going to look silly. Come on, craft knife. We have history together. You've always been so good to me. What are we doing today? Why does this stuff happen all the time? Like, it's very frustrating when you do things by yourself and everything is just perfect, and then you go to do something on a video and all of a sudden you look like you've never done any of this before in your life. This is just really, 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 really annoying. Are you separating finally? Thank you. Okay, so that was probably a little bit longer than you needed to watch. And yes, the tape is all, you know, kind of just squished all the way around. That's okay. You just keep pulling it off and it will come off. This project is really making me look weird. And it's super easy and super fun. This is like a joke, right? Okay, great. Thank you. This is ridiculous today. Never have I had this much of an issue. I almost want to like stop the movie because I'm annoyed. Okay, that's terrific. Okay, phenomenal. So I cut this much. It's about 1.5 feet, which might be too much. And what I do is I just find some place to start and I pleat it and I stick it and I pleat it and I stick it and I pleat it, stick it down, and just keep doing this all the way around the entire circle. I always try to keep it as even as I can, but at the end I always end up cutting some of it off, so it's not a big deal. This is just my method. I know that there's a bazillion videos on how to make a wand out there, but this is just the way I do it. And if you have a better way or a favorite video that you like to watch to make these, then that's wonderful, and I would love to hear about it. So now we've got our tool only a little bit down because it's doubled over and everything. So now we take our bigger piece and we start by adding hot glue, mostly in the center. We put a good amount. Okay, and then we take this piece and we stick it. Oh, the boo is going that way, so this boo has to go this way. And we stick it right on top. Now, before we squish or anything from here, let's make sure that everybody looks even. Looking pretty good. Well, that's nice. Something worked out. And then you squish it for a minute. Make sure you get stuck a little bit. And then what we're going to do, cut it a little bit. No, maybe we'll just kind of squish that in a little bit, because otherwise I think it looks pretty good. Gray paper back. I think it looks pretty good. I think it needs a bit of a trim, but not too bad. But before we do that, I am going to squish this guy in a little bit, I think. Trying to squish him down a little bit. Awesome. See, now it's all nice and pleated all the way around. And you can cut some of it off if you'd like. I think I'm going to, let me get my big scissors. And I try to do it in a round kind of way. It's going to be uneven, and that's good. We don't want it to be precise. This is supposed to be fun and have a lot of dimension and character and movement and just be a lot of fun. Oh, I love it. Love it. Love, 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 love it. Hold them up for you again. Ta-da! Let's look at the other side. Ta-da! And as you can see, any space there is in between the two rosettes, the tool fills it all in. And now you take your straw and you find the spot that you want it to be in. I guess that's pretty much exactly in the middle. Yeah. So let's get our glue again and add it to the top portion of this straw. Pop it right in there. Fix your tool if you got it squished in there too. Hold it in there for a minute, just till it takes. You have to add a little bit of glue in here to get this guy back in nicely. I'm going to stick a little bit of glue back here. And squish it for a minute. And that's it. Now you have a fun Halloween wand. And of course, now you would decorate it like I did with mine by adding, you know, sentiments or embellishments and bows and little teeny diamonds, or a rosette in the rosette and more diamonds or whatever. And yes, like I said, or like I did on my other one, I did not get them prepared for this part. I forgot. Get some paper bows, or you can make big satin ribbon bows or whatever. And then you have a wand that is about almost 5 inches wide for the top, 6 inches. Yeah, oh no, the top 5 inches, and a straw for all the rest. So I hope you enjoyed my video on how to make a Halloween rosette paper wand, and you know that you will make one for yourself and let me know how you did. Please leave me a comment so you'll be entered in the giveaway, or just to tell me that you enjoyed it or it wasn't very good. Give me your feedback. I love your comments and you all know it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Stay awesome. Bye.